Mm. Hello everyone, welcome to Wow Crochet. My name is Mary. This is our midweek live. I've tried to move back this week. Remember last time we did this and in the afternoon around 4ish and the sun boomed straight into the window and I was fighting to find my way. I moved right back and let's hope that works. Because 4 p.m. our sun is going down here in Melbourne. Has to go down. We can't be sunny all the time. So guys, here we are. Oh, look, no one's on yet. Let's wait. I'm talking to myself, which is not unusual. Shh, don't tell anyone. Oh, cheers. Water. Don't you love this? Hello, Margaret Bailey. Margaret, welcome. I hope you're well. Let me bring that. Hello, Kaz. I saw your message saying you didn't want to miss out this week. You're here. How are you? I hope you're both well. Let me just adjust this a bit. That's a little bit too. How's that? Oh, it just doesn't want to work for me today. That's not too bad. I'll just move back a bit. I hope you guys are well. Thank you for joining me today. We have a lot to discuss. I'm going to try and ram it all into half an hour. Maybe. maybe not. I would like to ram it off. Well, just a little bored. Margaret's a little bored. Well, Margaret, hang in there because we're going to talk about lots and lots of stuff today. Oh, I missed Kaz's one. Oh, here we go. Very well, thank you. Yay and good luck. Good luck, I know, right? Lots and I'll just, you know, me and my big keeps going. It just... I'm waiting for a few more people to get on before I start discussing what we are going to do with our border. Check it out. I'll give you a sneak preview while you're waiting. Oh, by the way, just check this out. That's supposed to be green, that top layer. It came out 3 colours. The thread just changed into the 3 colours. Can you believe it? All 4 colours, actually. Just in that one spot. So I'll take it undone. But I just wanted to give you a quick preview of what the border is starting to look like. Okay, and it'll eventually turn around. Trust me, it will. I hope. Oops, maybe. Maybe not. No, it will. It will. It does. It's coming up gorgeous now. I accidentally did the border in a 5.5mm hook. Oops. When I used a 5 for the rest of the blanket, I'll have to take that undone. This was just a practice to have a look-see, to see what it is that how we will be working on our... I've already started with the itching. I haven't even started picking up the wool yet. No, I tell a lie. I did pick up wool just before I started. So yeah, it's coming along gorgeously. Now, I did do one section in the green instead of the colours. Oh, there's not many people on, so it seems pointless to discuss it. Karen Cake's colours tend to bleed a little bit. Yes, I've noticed. Not happy. Next time I'll just go for, you know, whatever colours I have in stash. I've got some beautiful bright colours in stash. I mean, I could have just used those instead. Next time. You live and learn. You live and learn. All right. So there we are. This is the green version. Rather than putting pink and oranges across the middle, I did a green version. But here I did the orange. I really like the different colours in there. And then it goes straight into the green. And then it goes straight into that peach. Do you know what I mean? I really love the colours. I think I might stick with the colours. I'll show everybody again when more people get on. But I just wanted to talk about that while the 2 of you were here. Oh, look, we've got 4 people now. Yay. 4 people's better than no people at all. They're all coming on and off. 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4. Maybe people are having connection problems. I'll just put it down to that. Maybe nobody wants to talk about the blankie. Is that enough crying for one day? Sorry. Takes a little bit more to make me cry. We'll talk about the blanket in a minute. I did want to discuss with you just quickly what's happening with a hexagon board. I'm sorry. Scratch that, reverse it, let's go back. Like the mix of colours. I prefer the colours actually, Margaret, so there we go. Just wanted to discuss the new hexagon blanket. It's different for sure. Have not seen a border like that before. I know I'm a little bit strange. Sorry, Kaz. You know what? You don't have to do this border at the end of the day. This is the border we're going to be working on, and I wanted to work on it because I wanted it to be like the stitch in the middle there for the first row. After that, we're going to play with some border. That's not even the half of the border. That's what I call base borders. And I do a lot of base borders to just to give a hint of colour before I start the main border. I'm a bit weird like that. Sorry, guys. You get used to me. Or not. Whoops. If you didn't want to, you could have just used the dark green all the way through. So it doesn't worry me either way. It's your blanket at the end of the day. You can put whatever colours you want. The reason I'm doing the lace look is because we've got the lace look in there, but I'm closing it up with a row of single crochets. I don't want to get too close because of the sun. With a row of single crochets across the top, and in between each section there will be a row of single crochets, tightening it up, and then you get your lace effect, and then tighten and then lace. It really does look quite nice when you do that. And I'm talking to myself because we only have 2 people here today. Let's get back to something else I wanted to discuss. Grab yourself, for the newbies that is, grab yourself 600 grams, or I'll show you some colors that I have here, because we're going to make our newbie hexagon blanket. It's one of those quick ones. It looks exactly like a hexagon square, except larger. Making it's a little bit different. Okay, let's get rid of that. Making it's a little bit different. So don't think it's the same as our hexagons that we're doing here, but it is a basic stitch that you guys should know. It's just using double crochets and chains, and of course slip stitches to join. So it's really quite basic. It's a newbie blanket. It'll be great for you guys. I went to visit Unwind Craft Cafe a couple of weeks ago, maybe, I can't even remember now. And the lovely Robin handed me these 2 colours and said they would look great with the colour called Ghost. And I said, well, I really don't have any in stock, and I found an old skein somewhere lying around. Now the Ghost, you probably can't tell, but it's like the sun there. It's like a light grey colour. So those 3 colours together, you've got your light pink, your purple, and your light grey. Whatever colours you have in your stash, grab 3 gorgeous colours, grab roughly between 500 and 600 grams, or, I'm trying to get the meterage here, 3, and was it 4, 8, 12, I have to count now, 4, 8, 1200 meters, 1,000 meters. So 1,000 meters, it is a gorgeous combo. 1,000 meters, or just, you know, Google meters to yards and find out if you work in yards. Do it that way. Roughly around 1,000 to 1,200, and get yourself ready because we are going to be starting our basic hexagon blanket in a couple of days. Okay, so get yourself ready for that, newbies. That is happening. There will be no fancy stitches. It'll be basic stitches, and it'll be easy for you guys to follow along. Okay, next time I will learn before bringing out something a little bit as unusual as this for my newbies. But there you go. Do yourselves a favor, get that yarn, whatever colors you like, get some yarn, because we are going to start that easy hexagon blanket for our newbies. Now, let's get on with something else I wanted to talk about. The other day I showed you some yarn. I called it mandala yarn, and it was, but it was the, what was it? I've forgotten the name of it already. Can you believe it? Ombre. It wasn't just your mandala yarn. It was your ombre, and I showed you that piece there. Oh, it's all creased because I've been playing with it. That piece there, yeah. And I think I showed you another round piece as well. And then I said I will have a rectangle bit in the middle, which will be the join. So that's the back, and that's the front part of the front. Yes. Last night I started the other half of the front. I'm nowhere near finishing that part. So that front will be finished. It's only got 3 rows, so wouldn't have taken long. I just got tired and fell asleep, as you do. And so I'll finish off the 3 rows there, and then attach this piece to it, right? And then we've got our mini vest, kind of like a mini vest, and then we'll pop a little border. Now I notice I only used 2 skeins, or it might have been 3. I'm sorry, 3 skeins of the ombre. It's a little bit messy because I've made a mess of it. But I love the way the ombre blends in. I'm advanced learner, but have not doing blanket as the I missed it. Challenge for the looking forward to doing something easy. Yeah, well, we are doing the easy hexagon blanket. I've tied myself up down here. I've got ends tied up all over my legs. If I get up, I'm just going to straight down. I don't know how I did it. So it's stuck on the shoe. I've got Velcro on my shoe. All right, I'm undone. It's all good. It's only me, you know, clumsy. All right, so yes, the easier hexagon blanket is coming within 2 days. Get excited, guys, get excited. And your ombre top next week. I didn't think I'd get it finished that quick. Check it out. That's the back. Oh, it's upside down. That's your back, and that's your front part of your front part. It looks like, shall I get up and do a little bit of a, I don't tangle myself up again. You know what it is? I've got Velcro on my shoes and the yarn has stuck to the Velcro. Can you believe it? Here we go. Oh, I'm nearly knocked the stand. I am so doing well. Clumsy. All right, here we go. See if I can get this back there without falling over. And this is where I am with the top. You might be able to see the back goes, well, I can't show you because I haven't done the straps yet, but the back goes there, a bit higher, and the front will go there, one on one side, one on the other, and the straps will be, it'll be a bit higher like that, and the straps will come up like, like that, and around. So it shouldn't take too long to finish. All I have to do now is those last 3 rows. Did I say 3 or 2? Might have said 2. 2 rows, plus add the side, and then do a quick border row, and then we can pop the, no, border row comes last, we'll pop the straps on first. That is going to come next week, guys, because maybe not even earlier, maybe Monday or Tuesday, because I'm nearly done. Check it out. How gorgeous. I can't show you because of the sun, but how gorgeous is that colour? Ombre, mandala, ombre yarn. I love, love, love. Love. Let's just do that. Okay. All right. So that's what I wanted to talk about. That one, that border, and tonight, maybe early in the morning, you'll be getting your, it's right in front of me, I'm holding it, you think I can know what it's called? Tissue box cover. Look at that! Gorgeous! It doesn't take long, guys. It's great for newbies, and I actually call them a spring, I call them spring colours. Now, the reason I said it even in the tutorial as well earlier when I was editing, I call it Spring Afternoon Allegra. How are you? I hope you are well. I call these spring colours because I always think of tissue boxes as a spring item because of allergies. That's my own weird thought, but that's why I like to use spring colours on tissue boxes. Now, I did use, well, for the old one, I put the bright colours on. But for this one here, I kind of went, oh, I don't want to go, the sun is annoying it. Here we go with the sun again. There it is. I kind of used the lighter colours on purpose so that we can do something a little different. It's very basic. Newbies can do this. So that is definitely coming up either tonight or tomorrow morning early. That's definitely coming up. Now, your blanket. Oh gosh, I just popped my blanket over my water. It didn't go in the water. Cheers. Your hexagon blanket. All right. Now that we've got a few more people on, I'm going to explain what I'm doing with the hexagon blanket. Now, firstly, don't judge the fact that I used the wrong size hook for the border. But I can't say that the weather wasn't the weather nasty? Oh my gosh, last night I thought the roof was going to fall in. Those thunderstorms were so loud. In fact, from memory, I even heard an alarm go off and I couldn't work out whether it was a house alarm, a car alarm, or an air raid. I really couldn't. It was just so loud. I just couldn't work it out. And it wasn't a normal alarm. So anyway, getting away from the weather. Thanks, Allegra. You got me discussing the weather. Your border of your blanket will be, the colour of your blanket will go first with a lace look. And it will close up a little bit more once we do our next 2 rows, right? And then you'll be putting a border, a single crochet row over that colour. Thanks, Allegra. I got so sidetracked. You just like sidetracking me, don't you? Okay, so there you go. And there's the green one. You've got, oh gosh. I've still got the ends attached because I haven't cut them. I just wanted to have a bit of a play. All right, there's your light green and your dark green. There's your, I don't know, peach and dark green. I don't know what that colour is. And then you've got your light pink. Oh, this is where I popped the green to see if that would be okay, but I don't like the green. I like the color of the blanket in between the dark green border. I like it. I really do. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, that's that. That's all I wanted to talk about today, guys. That one. Oh, there was a second one. What was my second project? I did say two, didn't I? Focus, focus. Yes. Woohoo! Wake up. Now, you guys have asked for easier projects. There is one young lady, I think her name, let's just call her Kiki. She has asked about bobbles. And can you fix a bobble up whilst you've crocheted along? You've done, like, say, 20 rows of your bobble. Right down on the first row, you've missed a bobble. Can you fix it? Well, I don't know. But I'm about to have a play. Now, that particular bobble piece, Kiki, if you're listening, will be up on our channel probably Friday or Saturday, so don't quote me on it. Hi, Mary. I'm just taking the alarm. Larking, the alarm was from the airport. Oh, was it really? The alarm was from the airport. Oh, thanks for that. I'm interested to find out what that alarm was. It really wasn't your average alarm. That's what I was thinking. I knew it wasn't. I thought to myself, what kind of alarm is that? And should I be worried? It was 4 in the morning or something, 3 in the morning, something like that. And I'm thinking, should I be worried? What am I doing up that early anyway? Or that late? You're probably thinking, what's she doing up at that time? Well, the thunderstorms woke me. But thanks for the heads up there. So, yes. So Kiki was discussing that she has missed out a bobble right at the very bottom or a few rows back or something like that. I am playing with that pattern. The bobble is easier to make. It's not easy for newbies, but it's once you get it, you get it. Once you do it, it's fine. But adding an extra bobble that you have missed, something I've not done before. So I've been having a play with it, and I played twice this week, and both times I didn't come out very well. But on the third time, which was this morning, it didn't look too bad. So what I'm going to do, Kiki, is perfect that a little bit for you. And probably in the next couple of days, that little quick tutorial might be 10 minutes, might be 12, 15, depending on how quick, and I won't talk too much. That will go up at this stage in the next couple of days. But it can be done. It can be done. I've been playing with it, and I think it can be done. It won't look as perfect as the rest of your bobbles, but it can be done. If you don't like the way it's done, you're quite welcome to take undone your 5 rows or your 10 rows, or it depends on how many you did. But I'm going to try, and I'm going to pop that recording up for you. You have a look-see. If that works, I'm glad. If it doesn't, let me know, because I'd be curious to find out whether that particular repair would work. So, Kiki, let me know. Now, the other thing was, I'm trying to think of everything all at once. I forgot to bring, I didn't forget, it's over, just, don't move. Shh, don't move. Just talk amongst yourselves for a second. And I've tangled myself up. Oh, here we go, I'm back. I'm back. Hang on, I've missed that. What does it say? It was to get the people of the air mat due to the lightning. Was crazy weather. It wasn't normal lightning. It wasn't normal thunder, and it was just, I don't think I've ever heard anything like it here in Melbourne, and I have actually tangled myself. Help, get me out. I really have tangled myself. It'll take me 10 minutes to get out of that later. The second, get it right, Mary. The second project we're going to be doing that is that I mentioned in the actual logo there at the front of the tutorial. It's not a tutorial, it's a live. I'm distracted by the weather. It's just like, it just drove me nuts. Was a new granny square blanket for newbies and a new join for the newbies as well. So we won't be doing that blanket you see right there. We'll be doing something similar. We'll be using the same join as that blanket, but we won't be doing those colors. We'll be doing, I think I have 4 colors. I have a green like this, a pink, I'm trying to remember, I'm looking in my stash, a pink, a green, a purple, pink, green, purple, bone, cream. Oh my gosh, I have a lot of colors. Okay, so I have about 5 colors, and we are going to be mucking around. I hope I can get a nice close-up of the yarn. Good morning, Franca. How are you? The yarn is, I'm just trying to block out that sun. You don't have to use fiddlesticks. Get yourself 4 or 5 different colours, preferably 5. We're going to be doing 4 rows, and then we'll do a border on the 5th colour. So, look, I'll explain it in the tutorial when I start the tutorial, but that's coming up in a couple of days as well. There's a lot coming up in a couple of days. I hope I fit it all in. Well, hello. She's in such a hurry to ram everything in. Now, I just wanted to introduce 2 new items for newbies so that people who are learning to crochet can do the easy items as well. The join that we will be doing for this granny square blanket will not be the join that we used for, where is my blankie? I'm trying to find it now. Oh, here it is. It will not be used, it's not the same join as this one here, okay? This is our gorgeous join as you go, but we'll be doing a different join for newbies blankets, all right? So your join will be totally easy and basic for you to get going, and you can join so quickly with that join for this blanket. There is another blanket coming up, but that's not for a couple of months yet, and that's our spring summer blanket. Yay! But this one here, you could use this, because of these colors are so bright, kind of pastel-y, you could use them as spring, you could use them as autumn, winter, or spring blankets, because the colors are quite pastel, and they're very pretty, they're very pretty. I know. I'll explain exactly how much you would need for this on that tutorial. I'm not sure yet because I haven't decided how big I want to make that one. But for your easy hexagon blanket, yes, you will need about 2, 4, 6, what I say, 600 grams or 1,000 to 1,200 meters. I'm not sure of yardage. Just, you know, Google is our friend. Just pop in meters to yards. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about, guys. The other thing I wanted to talk about is that tissue box cover that is definitely coming tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay, I've taken the photo, I've done the video, I'm 3/4 of the way through it. You're so prepared, Mary. Do you ever sleep? I slept once. Yeah, it was about 3, 4 years maybe ago. I'm kidding. It was only 3 years ago. My hexagon blanket is coming long quite time, but the hexagon blocks look like flowers. Hexagon blocks look like flowers. That's all right, isn't it? Yeah? Isn't that what the look we were going for? Let's have a look. I have tangled myself with this blanket. It's wrapped around my feet twice. Isn't that the look you were going for? The blanket, the hexagon look? Isn't that what we wanted? That flower? You didn't want that? Surprise, surprise, missed you. I know. I missed you too, Franca. But you're here now. That's good. All right. Isn't that what you wanted? Yeah, the flower look? I'm guessing that's what you wanted. That's pretty much how they look. Ooh, peekaboo. Yes, I thought the same of mine, Allegra. Yeah, lol. Hi, Lisa. How are you anyway? I haven't seen you. Have you changed your name, gone crocheting with Lisa? Have you changed that name? It looks great. I know. I can't wait to finish it. I think the border is really, I don't know how people think, but I really think the borders highlight the blanket. They bring out the blanket. I could be wrong. And a border like this, we're doing 2 rows of something similar with the lace. Hello, that looks lovely. Daniel McDonald or Danielle McDonald? Danielle or Daniel? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm assuming that next row there will be a little bit less. Like I've actually put in singles, half doubles, doubles, half trebles, and right in the middle is your treble. This is UK, this is not UK. This is a US terminology, by the way. So if you are working with UK, it's actually double, I'm trying to think now, half treble, treble, triple. I'm trying to remember what they do. I'm going to show my wife this. Well, okay, show your wife that. Hopefully she likes it. Hopefully she likes it. The tutorials are here if she wants to go ahead and do them, or if you want to go ahead and do them. So anyway, that's that. That's our blanket. We're going to get our new blanket. Oh, she will. I'm glad she will. Yeah, but with my bright colours, they are now flowers. Lol, at least I'm not allergic to these ones. Well, that's always a good sign. I get allergic to the pure wool. Like just now when I picked up the Bendigo, I love using Bendigo, but that's actually 100% pure wool. And that makes me kind of itchy. Already starting thinking about it. Starting to get itchy. And I'm very unlucky in that way. That's why I tend to use a lot of cottons. I'm good. I'm always here just listening. Yes, changed my name. I thought so. It didn't look familiar. But I saw the word Lisa and I thought that's got to be her. So yeah, I use a lot of cotton. That's cotton. That one over there is cotton. It's not for me, but it's cotton. This particular piece over here, I did that in the, oh, what's it called? Here, I'm trying to get it. I've got it down here somewhere. If I can get it. Okay. Oh, I did it in the landscaped yarn, and sadly it makes me itchy. And I made it for myself. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Hi, Jeannie. Thanks for joining us, but we're nearly done. But I'll do a quick rundown. The landscape, the lime brown landscape, I can't wear it because I'm very itchy. So I don't know what I'm going to do with my little top over there. Maybe I sell it. Maybe I'll wash it and sell it. Anyway, that's bad luck. I like to try new things in the hope that I don't get itchy from them, but I'm just not lucky like that. Everybody's talking to each other. I love my community. Our crochet community is fantastic. We have a great crochet community. Everybody talks to each other. Everybody befriends each other, and I love it. I love it. Guys, the other thing, I wasn't going to mention it today. I did mention it on Saturday, but I will mention it again today because yours truly did go a little bit shopping. What? The shops are open? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Check it out. So I've been buying little knickknacks to add to a future giveaway. What? What? Yes. Because we are, what are we? We are 5,700 subscribers. When we reach our 6,000 subscriber marks, I'm going to add yarn to that. I'm going to add hooks, books, needles, whatever, darning needles, sewing needles, knitting needles, crochet hooks, all sorts. I know it's coming, Kaz. It's really coming. I cannot wait to do it. I love a giveaway, and I start to, about a week before the giveaway, I start to shake when I'm talking about it because I know that everyone else is getting excited because they want to win. And this giveaway is going to be even better because usually I do first, second, and third prize. Because of the situation that we were in, I didn't get a chance to do my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So you're going to have first, seconds, and thirds. You're going to have 2 shots at it. Why? Because I missed it, and I can, and we're out and about again, so we're shopping again, which is great. So I can add all the little knickknacks, and then I pinch some yarn everywhere and pop them all in. I won't pinch the yarn, I'll actually get yarn. I'm not a thief. So I'll pop them all into my stash, sort out the little sets, and you'll have 2 sets of third prize, 2 sets of second, and 2 sets of first, because we missed out all that time. I know it's all happening, but we need to reach, that's very generous. I know, but I would have done it at the 5,000 subscriber mark anyway. It's just that the whole world went into, nut land. We all went nuts and we all closed ourselves indoors and we had no choice. So I didn't get that opportunity, and I felt really bad because the 5,000 I classify as a quarter for me because I didn't think I'd get past a couple of hundred subscribers in the first place. So getting to 5,000 was a big feat, and I was going to do a really good giveaway. And then we had to lock ourselves down. So I didn't get that opportunity. So now we're doing 2 sets of each prize. It's going to be great. I'm going to have to get a lot of stuff. I do have some stuff that I have already stashed away. It's slowly building up. And now that we went out, I was able to go and buy those little tiny things that I like to add. They're just extra things that I add to, to give you a bit of a lift, I suppose you could say. Along with the yarn, along with some books, and along with some hooks and things. So get ready. When we hit our 6,000 subscriber mark, there will be 2 sets of giveaways. That's going to be Fantastic. I'm shaking thinking about it. I know. It's just, I get really excited. I can breathe. My wife doesn't have a PC, so she asked me to ask you if you are going to do any crochet clothes. I can do crochet clothes. I can. I haven't. Now, I was talking before you got on. I think you got on a little bit late about a crochet vest that I was making, little crochet top vest thing. And I got halfway through it. And there is very thoughtful indeed. Good luck, ladies. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. I have gentlemen on the channel as well. That's the back. I always keep doing this. And I bought some yarn in a while thinking it was acrylic and decided to go, no, that's no good, Franca. Daniel, I think it was. Daniel was asking me about tops. Some clothes. This is part of a top and it is coming. Not probably for another few days, maybe up to a week before that comes in. So yes, clothes will be made in the future. That is the first item that we are making that's kind of clothes wise. Everything else we usually make are beanies, scarves. What else? That's it. And we're going to make our first vest here on Well Crochet in a couple of days time. Very excited. Then I also decided we were going to make our, here we go. Our spring, summer, that in spring, in a summery, very thin, you did a shrug. Yes, a shrug, it kind of is a jumper thing. Yeah, good luck. Your prizes are awesome. Thank you, Lisa. I did the shrug there, Daniel, if you can see that. It's kind of this yarn here. It was made with landscapes. Just let your wife know I made it with landscapes. And that actually is done here on YouTube, but it's kind of more for an autumn, winter. I'm not sure where you are around the world, but we are going to be making a summer shrug coming up very, very soon using the sheepie's whirl. Now, you don't have to use a sheepie's whirl as long as you're using a fine cotton. So that's coming up very soon. Not for a couple of weeks, though. We got a lot of stuff happening at the moment, Daniel, so we're going to try and ram everything in. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. And I'm going to talk about the blanket before I go again. The border to the blanket, just before I go. We do have a few extra people on now. I'm not sure if anybody's interested in asking any other questions. Thank you, Daniel, for your question about the clothes. They are coming. They are a slow pace. Spring in good old England. Oh, it's spring there in England, is it? Is it spring there? I thought it was, oh, it is, that's right, because your summer's in June, July. Sheepies is, I don't know what that is, isn't it? TW, it's a cotton. It is a cross between, I should have bought my glasses. It is a 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. Oh God, so, fantabulous ideas. I don't have enough yarn shopping time. Twisted. Twisted, is it twisted? Yes, it is. It is kind of twisted. It's not really, well, yes, I have worked with it before. I made the 9-point star from, what is his name? I'll think about it in a minute. Hexagon for beginners. Yes, I've discussed that already. Franca, you got on a little bit late. The hexagon for the beginners is this one here. Okay, you might have got on a bit late and you missed it. Grab yourself 600 grams of yarn. Or, it doesn't have to be these colors. Okay, this is a purple. I'm really itchy now because this is wool. Fiber Spider, thank you. Thank you, Kaz. I always forget his name because, you know, if he just used his real name, it would have been easy. He does, but I don't listen. I know, Fiber Spider, yes. I did that star blanket from Fiber Spider and that was done using this whirl. Yeah. Lol. That was done using the whirl and it did take me a long time because it's very thin yarn, I know, but the top that we're going to make, that one right there, that won't take long because we're going to be using large stitches. So there you go. And it's going to be very lacy. It's like a lacy shrug, summer shrug. His name is Craig. That's it, Craig. Thank you. You know what, he probably says it a million times, but I don't listen. I just don't listen. I'm very naughty. So there you go. There's your 3 colours. Franca, sorry, Franca, I got sidetracked. There's your 3 colours. it's about 1,000 meters, or hang on, 2, 4, 6, 4, 3 fours are 12. I'm sorry, between 1,000 and 1,200 meters. or you have to do the yardage through Google. I really should get that yardage ready for you guys. I don't, because I'm too busy working with grams and meters. So I forget all about the yards. This works out to be 1,200 meters. We probably won't use it all. Not even. But I will explain exactly how much to have when we start the tutorial, which will be in a couple of days. Very, very exciting. Also depends on your stitch size. Oh, I nearly dropped it. Your stitch size, and it also depends on the hook size that you use. This does call for a 4mm hook, but yours truly is going to be using a 4.5, maybe 5, depending. I just want you to see the stitches properly. It just means my blanket will come up a lot bigger, a lot thicker, a lot heavier, so it's warmer. Again, depending on what yarn you use. If you're using a thinner yarn, it'll come up thinner. Like if you do use something like that, the whirl, you don't even have to change thread. I found with the whirl, I just kept going and going and going. There was a tiny little knot, very, very tiny. In fact, there's one here I saw sticking out. There it is right there. See that? Right there. You trim it a little bit, not too close because you don't want it to come undone. You trim it a bit, and then you just crochet over it. It disappears into your project. So with this, there's no cutting of yarn. You just keep going, going, going. However, it does make a very thin blanket, so it's more for your spring, summer blankets. Okie dokie? Easy, easy? Yes, we're done. We talked about the new hexagon blanket that we are going to be making, coming up in a couple of days. And I will show you the first part of it on Saturday's live, so you'll see it. And I may even have the first part uploaded before Saturday's live, but don't quote me on it. Otherwise, it'll go up Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning, one or the other. Depends on when I get a chance to record. Today was a beautiful day to record. I recorded the tissue box cover. All done. That will be up tonight. Okay? Gorgeous. I love, love, love. That's just the bottom. What yarn is comparable to Sheepy's Swirl? I think it's a number 2 yarn, but I'm not doing... The only thing I'm using the Sheepy's Swirl for is the Spring Summer Shrug that we're going to be making. I believe it's a number 2 yarn. It's quite thin. It's really thin. From memory, I think Aish, my friend Aish, better get acrylic or cotton, not wool. Thanks for that, Mary. Yeah, get yourself a good cotton for the shrug, because that shrug, it'll be a summer shrug. This is a number 2 yarn. Yeah, it's quite fine. But you don't have to use this. You could use a number 3, because all you have to do is adjust the pattern. When I say adjust it, I'll say to you, if you're using a thicker yarn, stop here. So that way you'll know exactly when to stop, and your project will look just as good in a thicker cotton. It doesn't have to be the extra thin cotton that you see here, but isn't this gorgeous? I love the colors. I think I want to marry it. It's a bit silly, isn't it? Hey, I once read this lady married a bridge. I don't know how she did it. I don't know if she even got a priest for it or what. Who would do the ceremony? You take this bridge to be your bridge. Sorry, let's get back to it. So yeah, that's a gorgeous cotton. So I'm starting to think about getting married to the cotton now. That is a gorgeous cotton. You would love using this. I did find that when I did make the blanket, it just took forever. And mind you, it was a blanket that I wasn't really making for anyone. So I only picked it up once every 2 or 3 months and did 1 row. Then came back to it 2 or 3 months later and did another row. And then towards the end, when I was, had a very little bit left, I thought, oh my gosh, it's taking so long. I'm just going to go for it. And I remember spending 2 hours, and it took 2 hours to finish a tiny little bit of yarn. Also read about the woman marrying a bridge. Yeah, that was it was either Take 5 or That's Life magazines. One of those 2 magazines. She married the bridge. I don't know what. I wonder what it had to offer her. Could have little bridgies all in a row. Sensible. Let's get serious. So yeah, get yourself a nice thin cotton. Doesn't have to be a 2. You can get a 3 as well, the size 3, or the next size up, or a what is it, a 4-ply cotton. I use 4-ply cotton usually for my vests, and so if we're going to be making a summer shrug or a spring shrug, we'll probably use a 4-ply cotton as well, or we'll use this stuff here. It's more likely I'll use this one, all right, because I have it. And I've been dying to work with it for so long. But that's not coming up for about a week or so, guys. And to Daniel, who was asking about clothes, that's about the only clothes we've made, the shrug, but there are more coming. I just put on the basic clothes as I can, as basic as I can, because most people who are watching the channel are new to crochet and struggle to make. We did this, and I probably shouldn't have done this blanket because it was just far too difficult. The cotton, that cotton is thin. It's very thin, it is. Franca, I believe it's a 2-ply. My friend Aish, she was on one of our lives a few weeks back. I think Premier Cotton Fair is on sale in USA. I think Premier Cotton's quite thick though. I could be wrong, Jeannie. Let me know the size of the cotton. I'm kind of thinking it is thick. From memory. I haven't used it, but I've seen it. You know, when you have a look at it online, you sort of think, oh, it looks a bit thick to me. Check for me, and let me know if it's thick. And if it's thick, doesn't matter. It's all about measurements. I'll tell you a measurement. You get to that measurement, then you stop. That's it. I'll try and make it as easy as possible. And of course, there's a helicopter going past now. Can you hear that? Looks like it would be a nightmare to work with. It's not a nightmare. It's just that it just takes so long. And I'm not even sure whether it looks good on YouTube using the thin hook. So if it does, I'll continue it. If it doesn't, I will let you guys know. I'll be doing it on the camera first. If I don't like the look of it and you can't see it well because the hook is too thin, I'll have to change size hook and size yarn. But in the meantime, that's what we're going to work on. You're looking at about a week's time before I start that. I haven't even started it, so don't even quote me on it yet. I need tissues here. I need some tissues. I'm having a bit of a cry. All the yarn is making me itchy. And now that I've got the tissue box cover, I've got it on hand right there, right next to me. Both of them, actually. I've got both the tissue boxes there next to me. So there we go. That's that, guys. I'm not going to talk anymore. We've talked so much, but getting back to our blanket, that border is coming. Now, don't look at the size. I've accidentally did the border in a size 5.5. Should have done it in a 5mm hook. Oops. But I'm going to be changing because I only just started. I just wanted to practice. See, it's not even complete. That's what I was tangling myself up with. So that's the border. That's coming either tomorrow or Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday, isn't it? Yep. Tomorrow or Friday. That's that. This top here, the little vest top, that's coming either in a couple of days. It's a number 2 fine. Yeah, it is. 52%. Oh, the one you're talking about, Jeannie. Okay, if it is, then that's the one we're using. I'm dropping everything here. That's the one we're using. Okay, so that pattern's coming up in a couple of days. Yay, get excited. And that's coming up. I've got a lot coming up in a couple of days. I don't know how I'm going to fit it all in. Oh, what? It might go right into Wednesday of next week. So don't quote me on it. But they're all coming up very, very quickly. 290 meters, 317 yards. Okay, how many meters is this one? My phone keeps buffering. Good dream night. Yeah, good night. This is 1,000 meters. It is 400. I'm lying. No, it is. It's 1,000 meters. 100 grams equals 450 meters. And this is, I don't know what that is. But I think it's 1,000 meters by the looks of it. So you're going to need a lot. But you probably won't use it all anyway. So there we go. That's coming up. That's coming up. And get ready for our new granny square blanket coming up very, very soon. Using 4 different colors. Your purple, your whatever that is, creamy kind of color. Your pink, I'm looking at the colors as we speak. Your green and your cream. Yay, get ready. Get ready. They're all coming. This is Wow Crochet. My name is Mary. I'm going to head off out and start work again because I'll never get all this done in time. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to join us on Saturday for Saturday's Live for an update on where we are with all our projects. Excited for the next part of our Hexi blanket, which is coming up very soon. See me Saturday. Thank you. We will see me Saturday, Kaz. See you on Saturday. Have a great week, guys. Hopefully we don't get as big a storms as we did already the other day, last night, this morning, 4 in the morning. I think it's when it finished. Oh, bye, everyone. Look at you all going. Bye, Granny Square blanket. It's a basic Granny Square blanket franca, so it'd be nice and easy for newbies. Bye, everyone. Ciao for now. Mary from Well Crochet. Ciao.